Winslayer does bring up a good point in that coordination is really important, and it's kind of easy to mess that up, even if you're experienced. Like,
oh god, yeah. And in terms of coordination, I struggle generally to walk in a straight line. So this sort of thing is.
And now it's like 3 people walking in a straight line, so it's thrice as hard. So things are looking up.
I mean, they have never looked down, have they? you don't doubt the glorious Shakarn Empire, do you? That's not acceptable. No, it's definitely looking good at the moment. Yes.
Yeah. Can we have a quick look at what army you actually have on the map currently, just quickly? Because I don't think we've had a good overview. I mean, we've seen you fight and have, more units than anyone else, but how much?
Oh, that's the wrong button. All right. So currently, that actually was most of my armies. That's the 3 armies over there. Just currently my leader is reinforcing and the remains of the 3 legions I sent it. I have 5 more over here that are being reinforced by what I'm building in the capital. And these are kind of my hodgepodge of defenders.
Yeah.
But they'll likely be moving up to the front soon enough. I think that's all I've got at the moment. And other than that, I have 2 scouts watching the Kirko territory just to make sure I don't get flanked from that side. And then I have 1 scout over here that's going to be scouting out their relay over here to see if they do anything fancy.
Yeah.
But my guess... Oh boy, my automated scout is doing something silly. I'm actually gonna not automated scout anymore. There's nothing to find. I just need to make sure I see what they're doing. So, I think they're gonna be pumping out tier 1s mostly. There'll be loads and loads of Amazon huntresses, and there'll be loads of what do they call them again? Indentured.
And then when what's your you're moving on their capitals, right? At this point,
yes.
How many turns do you think it's going to take you until you get there with your army?
Outrageous Fury, I'll get that before they burn it down. It's 3 turns. So I'll get there in 2. Then right after that, I'm gonna go push straight through to Amsterdam. And basically give the killing blow to the Syndicate. He lost the most by far. So he will not have anything left to defend, because he sent the most into this battle as well. So unless the other 2 come to his aid, he's dead. Which I hope for them they do. I'm tempted to leave this postule living out of mercy. Mercy postule.
Well, yeah, we were debating whether the postule would show up or not, and everyone got very excited when it showed up. When it did show up.
I'll let him live, and we'll name him Jeff. Wait, no, Jeff is already taken by Stellaris, I think. They already took that name. Can't use that anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, we have about an hour's worth left of our scheduled stream time, because we're trying to do 3 hours. So we might not get to the end here, but we should be getting to an end state where it's kind of clear who's going to win.
It shall be me, of course. Someone in the chat actually asked a good question, Jack Bab. So you wondered what the grenades were that do the impairing. It actually is a Shakarn mod. It is the impairing grenade. It quite literally is a grenade that has the effect of imply impaired on it. It's a sonic weapon as well, which is quite nice. You can mod it if you want to further. I find that that's not necessary. Echo Walkers do really well with grenade mods. They're really perfectly built for it, because you can teleport them in forward and then you throw the grenade in, as you saw in the battle.
Yeah.
And this one is even more filthy because it does actually have a cooldown. It's not once per battle.
Oh.
Possibly is gonna get nerfed now that I mention it, because they don't like losing. But it is really good. It's also pretty low in the tech tree, so I got it quite early.
Is the world event still going on? Yes, it is. It's got 8 turns left.
Yeah, it is. Coast sectors will provide more income.
Yeah. Is that something that affects your plan at all, or is it more about it's happening kind of thing?
It would affect me more if it weren't for the fact that I don't actually have that many coastal sectors.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought too. That it's like
I have 1 up here. I think actually they're gonna get more benefit from it, because they have 1, 2, 3. We're going over here, right? No, they don't. Only 3. So they actually get more benefit out of that than I do. It's just because of my spawning location. I spawned in the center of the continent. I'm just very landlocked. So this Shakarn amphibious nature doesn't really help me too much, which is a shame. But should be doing fine so far. I kind of want to see what they're doing.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, yeah, but also there's the internal purge.
Yeah, but I don't think they're doing anything at this point. Like, I
No,
haven't noticed
me
anything.
neither. I think they're busy with other things.
Yeah, exactly. Their energy is all gonna go towards rebuilding those armies right now.
I think David sent a chat message that didn't come all. Yeah, because if you look at Oreos currently,
Oh, I keep forgetting.
yeah, well, Swedish keyboard.
The Swedish keyboard.
Yeah.
Upright Fury. Ah! Nice. I almost want to let them live just because
I mean,
they've served the Empire well.
yeah, they've done work. There were some I don't want to say complaints, but there were some mentions of you not necessarily following standard Simuturn MP protocol.
True, but the problem right now is we're not in the same chat room, and I can't really talk to them. So what I did is I waited for a full minute for them to finish their moves, and all of them moved south except for the Syndicate.
Yeah.
So at that point, I just assumed, okay, well, he's staying there, then I'll move in now. That was a bit of the...
Yeah, so
yeah, it's a bit dubious, but it's like it's the best I can do is just I'll give them a minute, and if he doesn't move, then it's not my problem.
So let me just rephrase this so I understand it properly. The lack of communication before the attack was due to you not being able to communicate with the other players.
Yeah, I mean, I would have. Otherwise, we have a bit of a how do you say that? A gentleman's agreement that, like, when you go attack something, you announce that it's going to happen. Just because it lets people do their operations.
I feel like you've thought this excuse through quite a lot.
I mean, I've had this happen before. The problem is the attacking party always has the advantage, and in this situation I had set up, I would always be the attacking party, no matter what. And if it weren't those two parties, those two stacks, I would have grabbed the other three, because I would still have chosen which ones I get to attack. I would have still gone in. It's just I would have gone into 3 stacks instead of 2, which would probably have been better for them.
Jimmy's telling me to be nice. I feel like I'm nice. I feel like this is a...
No, it's fair. I get, like, it
nice
causes a lot of friction.
Interrogation.
Now, they're all grouping up around the capital. They're expecting this to be some great big battle, some epic last stand or something. It will not be so. We will just choke them out. No, I lost a player. So
Exciting.
we're gonna take this.
Well, in that case, I'm going to jump over to the allies and get their reaction and see how they plan to counter this. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Yes, I hope they do well.
I'm currently modding mine still.
Hello.
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 How's it going?
Same answer as last time.
Trying to get some information.
We did build up a nice defense at my headquarters. I think Thomas is going for the other cities first. Not sure what his plan is here.
Okay.
We did decide not to try and go for him because we do need our garrisons to weaken him a bit before we can do anything with our actual units. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting and seeing here.
But we have to survive at least one of these tactical fights, and by the looks of this, he's going to be hard pressed to make a dent in this Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
But do you think he's going to go for Amsterdam?
It looks like he's going to clear up Bergen first.
Windslayer asks for unit composition.
Whatever we can muster.
The cheapest, the slowest.
Well, not the slowest. I mean, the indentured are pretty fast to build. That's the whole point.
Oh,
No, but I have indentured Ghoul Assassins and a few Mirages on the way.
Glenn, quick reminder, Idalic has got upgrade points.
Yeah, but he is not on my side.
Oh,
He is just standing there waiting to be annihilated. I cannot pay his ridiculously high price.
You should move him away though, because he's taking a spot. Or if you want to get him later, then you can keep him. But...
no, we can't move him because he's like an independent at the moment.
Well, you can send him away, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's what I did. But initially, I just wanted him there as like an extra position defense for Thomas to like, so that he couldn't like pour all of his armies in there.
How would?
He's probably... Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask what would happen to that unit if if it was there when Thomas attacked? Like, would it be pulled into the battle?
No, it
No,
won't.
it doesn't belong to any side. But it would be funny to see that guy just stand there as either the city gets annihilated or we make one miraculous last hurrah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it would just be funny to have him hang around there.
Oh no, this is that poor indentured.
Wait, poor Nutgard, what's going on?
Bergen's about to get wasted.
Yes. Doom.
I believe in that indenture. I think I think they can do it.
You're gonna manual this.
Do I launch my operation there or not? What do you guys think?
If you think it will have any effect on weakening them,
How much militia do you have there?
Full.
Yeah, he's got-
tower.
Oh, yeah. Well,
sizable amount.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Damage. Some of it.
Very pretty.
We can also. We can just run more units there, more stacks right now. It's quick enough.
Ooh, actually,
I'm
yeah,
just
we
gonna
could.
do that. 'Cause why not?
I cannot. No.
Ready?
Not even with all the roads there.
No, they just got there. I mean, wait, actually,
Almost need to prioritize this. Yeah. I don't even think you're in the combat, Josh.
I should be.
No, you're not. You're on the other side.
Oh no! I brought 2 stacks up as well.
Did
we
you
just,
not put them next to my city? Oh, for fuck's sake, Josh.
why did we just change the strategy suddenly? Why did we go over there?
Because we could.
Quick, press the auto combat button.
Probably not the wisest thing to do, but whatever. The thing is also, like, I used my operation there, and there's no way I could get the operation back in time for him if he would also march in Amsterdam.
No, but it wouldn't. I mean, wouldn't have made too much difference, I guess.
I wouldn't worry about it, Glenn. He's only got 3 fully modded stacks.
It'll be fine.
Like the previous time.
No. This is different. This was you picked this battle. Winslayer does bring up a good point in that coordination is really important, and it's kind of easy to mess that up, even if you're experienced. Like,
Oh god, yeah. And in terms of coordination, I struggle generally to walk in a straight line, so this sort of thing is...
and now it's like 3 people walking in a straight line, so it's thrice as hard. But hey, all of the at least all of the Shakarn are like slightly wounded, so that's nice.
That's like a single turn of their regeneration.
Exactly. It's like, I'm feeling. I don't know why I'm sounding so pessimistic. I don't mean to, but it's just that the Shakarn are jerks.
But thankfully, they are all affected by pulse beam cannon.
And what does that actually do?
That crafty little thing reduces the range of all of their attacks for 3 turns
Oh.
by a whopping 4 hexes.
Now, how does that work in together with their ability? Where because a lot of their weapons, right, do more damage the closer you are to the enemy. What happens there? Is it still like, oh, you're 1 hex away, it's going to do this much damage, or is it you're whatever hex plus 4 hexes away? If that makes sense.
You know, that is a curious interaction that I'm interested to see how that pans out as well. I've not seen the combination of that and the Shakarn.
Yes.
You did it. You got rid of an echo.
It didn't sound sincere, Anders.
Hang on. You did it! You got rid of an echo!
Yay!
Yes. Now I feel better.
Yeah, even in the fights where we've had all three of us, we've not managed to fully exploit their weakness to resistances to status effects.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's one of the things I've talked to Thomas about as well. Is that he's kind of like, of course, he doesn't like status effects, so he tries to stay away from them.
But then because he's got so many shields and armor, that can sort of deflect for the most part. And then even if he gets poisoned or he's got some sort of arc damage, his regeneration negates that anyway.
It is very satisfying to see his units die, though.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Very.
It does bring a smile to my face.
Oh, here comes the firebrand.
Oh no.
Now we're
Wow.
cooking with firebrands.
Yeah, that was an incredible hit.
And then you look at an entire map of regeneration.
That's gross. No, did Broken Mind actually hit the firebrand? It did, right?
It did, yes. Not that he seems particularly bothered by a morale loss.
It's just a big fat jerk.
Okay, it looks like you're going to be able to finish off those Echo Walkers. Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Beautiful.
Shoot him.
Go on, you got this.
But that's like 33% hit chance, and right next to there's an 80% hit chance.
Yeah, but the problem with the Overseer is because it's a Hollow Shifter thing, it's also going to get the health recovery once it shifts back.
Yeah, but the Echo Walkers are also not going to die.
Well, not with that attitude.
It should be in range also of Romulo.
Wait, is it really?
So?
Where is the booger anyway? Right. Yes, but they are all staggered, and as you can see, they're all carrying snipers, which require all of my hit points. What I'm gonna do is the following. Hopefully do this.
Bam! Immobilized.
They're immobilized, and then kill the Overseer.
Delicious.
Again, hopefully.
Oh.
And then...
Which is not really an overseer.
Come again?
Which is
I
not
mean,
really an overseer, basically. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
What a piece of shit.
Well...
Glenn, you should probably get rid of that reconnaissance boy, by the way.
You know what? This flank of the battle is looking not as good as the other flank.
Should I focus the camera here? So it's gonna stay positive about it.
Like, yay, it's working out great. Where's everyone else? Oh. Just slowly zoom in.
Everything outside of this vision doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Smile and wave, boys. How?
Oh, shame.
Shame.
Game.
I want more of these.
A Voxel smack talk is gaining experience as well.
To be fair, this is just really good for the sequel. Like whenever the sequel stream to this comes out, right?
I mean, we did make a promise at the start of the stream to not nerf the Shakarn based on the results of this match.
Another.
I remember no such conversation.
Are we sure 10% crit chance is just that 10% crit chance?
Yeah, 10%, 1 in 10. You know, I don't know.
But yeah, if we're gonna look at the whole fight for or this whole session, because realistically we're probably not going to get into any more fights than this, and also realistically we kind of know what's most likely going to happen, right? Like at this point, you're at like
a few turns after this, we would completely destroy a voxel. We don't need
exactly, and you don't want to, like, he had a good run. Let's give him that.
Yeah, don't know.
And then everyone else watching will kind of know that, of course, they'll come back. Like, all they need is like 3 or 4 turns to get some units together, and then a voxel's done. But I think like he got some really good fights early in the session, and then kind of rolled through that. And also, played well with his Shakarn. You haven't heard our discussions about what he did, but those of you watching know a bit more about his plan and strategy, which seems to have helped. And of course, I mean, it helps when oh no, I was gonna say something fun and insulting, but I feel like it's not. You're already hurting too much.
I mean, it's all for the streamer's entertainment, right? Are you not entertained?
This is a blood sport.
I have a sneaking suspicion that if we were to look at this after this campaign or fight, I think Thomas has done a lot more research than you might have.
You mean like research tree-wise, or research into the game-wise?
Research tree-wise.
That's the thing. The thing, or one of the advantages the Overlord has, that all the research goes into the same tree, whereas the research that the allies have goes spread over 3 trees.
Well, also, I mean, to be fair to the Overlord, while that is true, the Overlord has also dipped into other research trees.
Yeah.
Like,
but
yes.
Well, the thing is, it should kind of balance each other out. Like the ally should have access to more stuff of the same tier, whereas the Overlord can go into higher tier units much more, like the Firebrand. Yeah. And the allies, we should have, like, numerical wise, be able to stack up against the Firebrand. Unfortunately, Thomas is just really good with the Firebrand. Thomas did just play better than us in many instances. It is not like we're getting steamrolled just because these Shakarn are so insanely powerful.
Yeah, he's one of the best in the studio. Just don't.
I mean, I'm glad you said it, but also, like, from when we talked about this, when we were setting this up, I mean, that was always kind of the point, right? Because it's 3 versus 1, so you kind of need to have someone who's competent and confident in the game to play on their own, because you guys as a team can at least, help each other out. And if we didn't put Thomas as one of the most experienced, it would be weird. Imagine if we just put Josh. It's the Overlord.
Oh, cheers very much.
Now I'm just being generally rude to people.
Josh would have crushed us in like turn 5, though. I mean,
that's fair.
I don't get any unit. I don't get 1. Ah, okay.
Are you going in?
Okay.
Again, no waiting, just going in. Sure.
I feel like what we're seeing here is failure of communication between.
I think I'll just take my spaceship and leave.
This is really nice for me as the host, because we are literally out of time in like 7 minutes, and I was really worried that we'd end at a point where people would be like, well, the allies can strike back, but with this last fight, I think we can be pretty confident and be like, nope, this is the final. I was not gonna say hurrah because I don't think it's the final hurrah. This is.
The final
The
something.
devil says that looks like suicide, and let's just go with this is the final.
Josh,
This is
just
These poor bugs.
end the fight. Davey hasn't been playing for like the last hour.
I've been moving the camera. Like, this is gameplay, right?
Yeah.
I regret nothing.
Look at him. There he is.
I don't need a high crit chance when I've got this much optimism.
Shitinpox has seen some stuff. Since we are where we are, and since what's going on is going on, maybe we should just drag Thomas into this voice channel at this point, because I don't think there's any secrets left to keep.
I think it's safe to surrender at this point. Yeah.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello.
We pulled you into the big voice chat because, you've seen what's going on.
It is disappointing. No,
You're not seeing it.
You've seen nothing yet.
So I think we're all kind of generally in agreement that you won this one. What from your side, what do you think went really well for you, and what went less well?
What went really well is I could grab a lot of territory really early on. It was I made a scattershot approach with colonizers, and I knew that they wouldn't play particularly aggressive, so I decided to just pump out colonizers whenever I could and just throw them out and hope they don't get sniped by the marauders. And some of them did, some of them didn't, and it paid off. And though the move of abandoning the Amazon colonies was an interesting one and would actually have worked if there had been a follow-up, the problem was that it was abandoned and I could take the territory, but you didn't take any losses, which is good, it's clever. The problem was that while my main army was occupied there, you guys didn't make a move. And I think if you guys had attacked at that point, I would have been weak and I would have been able to take some losses. You could have taken some colonies or at least harassed some sectors. And the intelligence went really well. I had spies everywhere and I could see every single move coming. I could see 5 turns in advance when the invasion was starting, which obviously gives me a lot of time to prepare. What didn't go well is I got picked off by marauders at a few points.
Yeah, didn't
They
we
took
all?
my capital on turn 5 or something like that.
How many of you actually lost cities to marauders?
I lost 3.
I also lost 3, I think. Like 2 or 3.
Including my capital.
1 and the Oreo city. So
Yeah,
2.
I'm pretty sure Secret City 2, Davey, is currently under marauder control, right?
It's very secret right now. You can't even see it anymore.
Oh, I could see it. I had this scout over there when you founded it.
Yeah, I
I
know.
couldn't do anything about it. I'm gonna just rate it a little bit of pride if the Shakarn get nerfed after this. And I'll just make sure that I'll add in the patch notes. I'll just put a little salt emote.
It'll just be in the patch notes because of Thomas.
I could live with that. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take it.
I think, real talk though, like I don't think we can get any more patches in before Tuesday 26th. That build is pretty much set and ready.
I think this is pretty much set as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So if
Jeez.
if you do want to experience Shakarn the way they are in this build, you have some time.
Nah, we're not gonna nerf him based on this fight because I mean it was just fairly won. Like there's no like insane OP thing that happened as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
It's also a custom world type, so there's definitely different factors going on, and you can't
Yeah,
really...
very
Factors going on. One of which is us not sticking to any of our plans, or me not sticking to our plans, I should say.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of curious. What was your strategy at the beginning? Because you guys did you all moved to the top left corner, which I figured was actually reasonably clever in a way. I mean, it would cost you a lot, so you have to build up really hard. But it seems like it didn't work out. What went wrong?
So what you mentioned before with scorched earth on the south side of the Amazon cities, the plan at some point was because we saw the Oreo city like to our case. I think the plan at that point or the plan at that point became to muster an army and march on Oreos with the three of us, and then see if we could continue our march to your northwest defenses. But the thing is that setting up took too long. I think our mistake there was just waiting too much to take Oreos and then move on towards your North City. What was it? The Boot, I think?
The Boot, yeah. That later became the Sabaton when I had full garrisons.
That was pretty much the plan there. So the plan was for Davy to run away from the south, to build up our armies in the northwest, and then march on your cities there. But I think we just took too much time there to...
It definitely took too long. Because when the trap was sprung effectively on the south, like when I took the orbital relay, at that point, I don't know what you guys were in, of course, what situation exactly, but if you had attacked me at that point, my armies actually were quite minimal. I only had 2 stacks in my territories up north, which you would have easily outnumbered. And if you managed to actually grab me by surprise, then it would have won.
Yeah, I think from an observer perspective, having talked to both of you and actually looked at what both sides were doing, you were, at least for session 1, both of you were overestimating what the other side had and were doing, which is not unexpected considering how brutal the Marauders were. But there was a lot of me going like, okay, so how do you think? And I'm like, I think they have this and this and this, and then you go to the other side and it's like, yes, I've got one thing.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really easy to overestimate what your enemy's doing. And in the times I fought the AI with in this, like the AI being the conqueror, who played with some other people multiplayer. Even against them, the trick very much seems to be just outmaneuvering the AI. You gotta make sure that you know where their armies are, and then you can just grab their most outlying colonies. Because I had, on this map, for example, I had about 5 colonies that never had an army in them. They were just standing there. If any of you had attacked from the side of Josh earlier, it would have been quite hard to hold, because I didn't have any armies there for quite a while.
It just shows how important scouting is, really, in the early game.
Yeah. I think the scouts won me the game. Like, all the units did all the fighting, but the scouts let me know where you guys were, and that really swung it in my favor a lot.
We are unfortunately out of time, so...
We'll just call it a draw, Thomas.
Can you surrender, Josh?
No, no. I will kill you in about 2 seconds. Just give me a minute. I just need a second, okay?
I mean, we should at least show the victory screen, so we should just surrender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Thomas does deserve the victory screen here.
Yeah, certainly.
The better lizard one.
Oh, these frenzied are sturdy. What did you do with these? Why are these so tough? Oh, they've kinetic to the... No, they've kinetic. Why are these so hard to kill? They have 4 armor. Wow, those are sturdy. Should have had more of those.
What are you doing out of combat right now?
I actually did wonder that, Josh. Why didn't you bring more units to the invasion? Did you just not have more? Did the
I simply didn't have the energy.
Yeah, I guess that can happen. That is
Like, mental energy. He was just so distraught.
He was just destroyed, physically and mentally.
During the first session of the stream, my hair went grey. On this session, I've just gone completely bald. So.
Male pattern baldness. It's good. It's good for you.
I feel like this is not selling the expansion. This is
something
that
we're just dunking on him right now. It's fun.
But I did it with a smile on my face.
Anything, my hair has come in thicker, and no, that would also be false marketing. Alright.
Alright.
We are victorious.
Let's surrender, I guess.
It's,
The pilot
might want to move to
yeah, we should.
Thomas screen.
Yeah, I think we are on Thomas screen. Yes, we are.
Okay.
I'm a little sad. I was actually about to invade Josh as well, and I was sending a tactician over there because people wanted to see that, but it won't be out quickly enough. It's about to finish.
Where were you going to attack me?
Your capital. I built an orbital relay directly to the left of it, like 1 sector out.
Oh my god! Oh.
I was wondering if you guys had spotted that or not.
A victor
Yeah.
stands proud
button
on
from
the
the top.
ruins of his enemies.
Oh, look at how smug he is.
It's a she, actually.
Look
It's a she,
at-
actually.
Look at how
When the
smug
dust
she is.
settles, you will
There you go.
discover whether
Well
your
done,
cause
Thomas.
was just
Did you
Words
just
Yeah, well
can
played, guys.
expand the
Without
flames
surrendering,
of
Josh?
entropy.
No, he did surrender.
I did surrender, yeah.
Alright, okay.
Otherwise, we'd have skipped 2 turns, which would have taken a minute because all the others.
GG, boys.
That was really fun. I love that. That was great. I would like to point out I had like a minute where I was like, should I call a doctor at the beginning of this when I attacked your armies, because my like heart was pounding so much I could like see my chest moving, and I was like, that is not healthy. I need to see a doctor about this.
Any final words before we end the stream?
Nothing that can be broadcast. At this time.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want more multiplayer Conquered Worlds, or well, pretty much anything where we force the devs to play against each other, let us know either in Twitch chat, on social media, or on YouTube. Thank you guys for taking part, and for you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
That was great fun.
Thanks,
I'd love to do something like that again if we get the chance at some point. But
I mean, winning's great.
winning's great, of course.
See you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.